Hey everyone, this is PrinceBrightstar, and boy oh boy do we have a new urgent quest to check out here. It is the mining rig urgent quest that's come out, and we're just gonna go ahead and hop right into that here today. Yeah, no false starts here today, we're just hopping right in. Yeah, I tried to get this started a moment ago here, and well, I got disconnected as the urgent quest got started here, so we're just popping right into that here. Rooks, that's fine, because, in a little bit, we're gonna be doing something else, and you'll see, what that is, when that comes. But yeah, basically we've got these 3 mining rigs we gotta watch out for. And there are gonna be waves of enemies coming towards us here. And we just have to defend them, so it's very similar, actually, to how the mining base defense worked back in the classic PSO2. Along the way, we're going to be seeing towers that we're going to have to take out. We're going to have to collect points as we can. I'm also going to try to tank where I can as well. And here we go! Now what I'm doing is I'm watching the minimap as we go here. Because one of the things I've learned in playing this urgent quest is that there are some ways that you can actually abuse how things work here. For instance, if I say grab onto this, and I just, you know, kind of take him over here, and I, you know, kind of fight him, but I don't really do too much damage to him. I'll break open his chest here, of course. But this is one way that you can kind of extend things to let the rest of the team get some time to collect points before the wave actually ends. Little abuses like this is, I think, one of the things that Sega intended for players to do, but not many players have actually realized that this is actually a legitimate strategy that you can do. But yeah, they would basically have 20 seconds now to just free time to collect points if they wanted to. And from that, wave 1 is done, and we've got 230 points from that first wave, and now everybody's going to start collecting again. And by doing it this way, it allows players to get access to additional tools to help defend the mining rig. It's something that I wish more players would take advantage of, especially when it came to, say, holding on to bosses and things like that. Just I'm actually really good to do this because I am coming in here as a hunter, so I'm basically able to tank whatever I need to. But this wave typically has smaller enemies from what I found. Got a couple of these, like, Bane Hogs here, but nothing really, really big. I don't think the first true bosses show up until the 3rd wave, and that's usually going to be, the name is slipping me, but it's the one that, like, does all those, spin kicks and things like that. Now, something else I'm doing today is I'm also using a new way of encoding the local copy that I keep for myself. I'm going to see if that improves some of the frame rate drops I've seen in the past. So far, it seems to be holding, but we'll have to see how that performs in the long term here. But at least so far, I'm not seeing, like, these huge jumps in, like hundreds of frames that just get dropped randomly, which is a really good thing that that's not happening. It doesn't seem like that there are any too many points out this far here, but that's fine. Alright, now we're starting to get some of the bigger enemies here, including a big Frogga, which I'm just going to hang on to here. If I can, that is. Alright, we also gotta be watching out for these towers now here. These towers can just do a ton of damage to the mining rigs, and so those have to take priority, even if I am tanking something. If I don't see anybody else around me, I need to grab those and just take them out. Same for if I see, like, any free open points like that I can grab. But yeah, this strategy, aside from letting players collect more and more points, also basically gives them room to breathe so that they don't have a boss breathing down their neck as soon as it pops up. I saw the outline of one of the tower infections that can happen from time to time, whereby a Dulles-like device will attach itself to one of the mining rigs. Those are very similar to other devices we've seen in the mining base defense back in PSO2. So, gotta have priority on getting those down. Ah, here's another tower. Alright, third wave is down. Alright, looks like there's some interference on the course here. Right now, I'm looking for a boss, but I don't see any up right now. Alright, we got more coming from the backfield here. I'm just gonna try to grab all these then. Once again, I've come in here as a Hunter Force, since that gives me one of the best ways to recover photon points as I'm trying to tank away here. Alright, there is an orc up, I see that, but it looks like other players have already attached to that, so I'm just going to drag these guys back here. Once again, get them out of everybody's hair. We've still got another minute and 40 seconds on this round here, so plenty of time to let everybody still collect more and more points here once they're done with the current round. Although in this case, I am going to try to take some of them out. Just because we really only need to have one of them up at the end. Since once the time does elapse for the round, what these bumps do is they will rush the mining rigs at that point and explode if they get close to them. Okay, it looks like we had some players come out here actually, so in that case, I'm going to make my way back up to the front for a moment. And I'm going to grab some of the rest assigns so I can restock myself here. Because this is kind of the one that's kind of make or break in terms of grabbing aggro on an enemy. This is the first round where the new boss shows up. And I generally stick to the middle of the field so I can try to catch it wherever it goes. But it moves really fast. So all I can do is hope that it stays in the middle initially. And right now I'm watching the mini-map, and I see it. It's on the right side of the field. I gotta catch it now. Yeah, it's just way, way fast there. Alright, so the only thing I can do now is to try to drag it away if I can. I'm hoping I've grabbed its attention at this point to do that. And yeah, even just using everything that's available to the hunter, there really isn't too much. Unfortunately, there just isn't enough aggro being generated. I can only really catch this guy if I'm in the right lane at the start. And if I try to guess the left lane, I'm not going to make it. If I try to guess the right lane and it comes in on the left lane, I'm not going to make it from there either. So all I can do is stay in the center and try to grab as fast as I can. Right, at least I've separated it somewhat. Come on, look at me. I finally have its attention here. So maybe now I can actually start to drag it away. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna pull it further back here. Right up against the wall. Here we go. Oh, now, isn't that nice? If it could just stay stuck like that. Nope, it doesn't. Oh well, I gotta get over here anyway to, bring up... Somebody already did it, actually. Alright, so no dice on that one, but we do have the last wave coming up. I'm going to go ahead and repair some damage on this one. Alright, and now I need to head right here. Unfortunately, they don't put the thing on the mini-map to guide you, but I was hoping to get to the symbol that was right here so I could grab the new special equipment, the mobile cannon, since that is really useful to have right at the start here. Just because it does so much damage. See that tower up? Now, one of the things about this new boss is you can stun it, and the way you do it is you wait for one of its bubbles to start popping up as it's charging up energy. And when it finishes, or rather before it finishes charging, if you've done enough damage to it, then it will just simply become stunned at that point. And that then opens up the weak point on it. Actually, it looks like it's being held pretty well back here. And I don't think I was the one that grabbed it. So I guess we got multiple players trying to play tank here in that case. The dash attack is pretty nice for getting some damage out quickly if you've got some spare photon points, and it also helps you move around because you can't naturally dash. Alright, weak point is open. Now we do have to take this down before the time runs out, because there's going to be one more wave popping up. Which is typical of these kind of missions. And yeah, Rooks, I saw that a moment ago. I'm sorry to hear that you're having trouble finding a run that's working. It seems to be reminiscent of what happened back in PSO2, to be honest. Where if things were just not going well, players would instead oh, there's the final wave. Yeah, where players would just abandon a quest if it just wasn't working out well. But what a lot of players may not know is that if you start doing that a bunch, Sega has been known to ban accounts that do that kind of activity. But it only hits the first person that abandons, so if you're in an 8 out of 8 group, if somebody abandons and you're 7 out of 8 then you're okay to drop out. Alright, A rank from that. I'll take it. Looks like we got some of the new armor here, the Vialto Armor Arga. There's also the Vialto Armor Belta, and then the, I think it's Shiza as well, which is the third one that's available. But yeah, let me go ahead and grab all of this. And yeah, that's basically how the new urgent quest works. Now, as I mentioned before, later this week we're going to be learning what's coming up for September. So hopefully we're going to have some good news from that, and it's not just going to be a month where there really isn't anything happening for PSO2 New Genesis, but I guess we'll see. It's just a matter of time, though, until we finally do start to get more of the updates that we're expecting. The update with the Bouncer coming out, the update with the Trigger Quest, and things like that. So, we shall see soon enough. But with that said, for my YouTube viewers, thank you for joining me today. This is PrinceBrightstar signing off. I'll catch you next time.